Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel Adventures in America. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of being a dual citizen of the Philippines and the United States or any other foreign country. What is the Citizenship, Retention, and Reacquisition Act of 2003? Republic Act number 9225 or the Citizenship, Retention, and Reacquisition Act of 2003 is a law signed by the Philippine President on August 29, 2003, which grants natural-born Filipinos who have lost their Filipino citizenship through naturalization in a foreign country the opportunity to reacquire their Filipino citizenship. Who are natural-born citizens of the Philippines? Natural-born citizens of the Philippines are those who are citizens of the Philippines from birth without having to perform any act to acquire or perfect their Philippine citizenship. These are those whose fathers or mothers are citizens of the Philippines at the time of their birth and those born before January 17, 1973 of Filipino mothers who elect Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority. Is it possible for Filipinos to hold dual citizenship or have more than one citizenship at the same time? Holding more than one citizenship is possible for Filipinos, especially when conflict of nationality law is concerned. For example, a child born in the United States of America of Filipino parents is an American citizen under U.S. law and a Filipino citizen under Philippine law. This is because American citizenship is derived from the territory in which the person was born, while Philippine citizenship is derived from the parent's citizenship. How does one reacquire Philippine citizenship? Under Republic Act number 9225, a natural-born Filipino who lost his or her Filipino citizenship through naturalization in a foreign country may reacquire Filipino citizenship by taking the Philippine Oath of Allegiance before a duly authorized Philippine official. The Philippine Oath of Allegiance does not require a person to renounce his allegiance to any other country. Does one who reacquires Philippine citizenship needs to reside in the Philippines? The answer is no. Residency in the Philippines is not required of those who wish to reacquire or have reacquired Filipino citizenship. Those who intend to vote in local elections, however, must establish residence in the locality where they wish to vote. What are the rights and privileges of those who have reacquired Philippine citizenship? Filipinos who have reacquired their Filipino citizenship under this act may once again enjoy full civil and political rights under existing laws of the Philippines. These include right to vote in Philippine national elections, right to own land and property in the Philippines, right to engage in business or commerce as a Filipino, right to travel bearing a Filipino passport, and other rights and privileges enjoyed by Filipino citizens. Can one who reacquires Filipino citizenship vote in the Philippines? Yes, a person who reacquires his or her Filipino citizenship may vote in elections in the Philippines provided that he or she complies with the residency requirement under existing Philippine election law. He or she, however, may vote abroad in Philippine national elections, such as president, vice president, senators, and sectoral representatives under the Overseas Absentee Voting Act of 2003. Can you run for public office? Yes, provided that he or she meets the qualifications for holding such office as required by the 1987 Constitution and existing laws. The prospective candidate must, at the time of the filing of the certificate of candidacy, make a personal and sworn renunciation of any and all foreign citizenship before authorized public officers. The same requirement is imposed to those who are about to be appointed to any public office in the Philippines. What is the effect of dual citizenship on the payment of income taxes? Under Republic Act Number 8424, only income derived from the Philippines are taxed by the Philippine government. In 1976, however, the Philippines and United States of America signed a treaty on taxation in order to avoid double taxation for Filipinos who derive income from the United States and for Americans who derive income from the Philippines. Under this treaty, taxes paid in the Philippines may be credited in the United States and vice versa. The Philippine government is expected to forge similar arrangements with other countries in the light of the enactment of the Citizenship, Retention, and Reacquisition Act of 2003. After reacquiring Philippine citizenship, can one practice his or her profession in the Philippines? To be able to do so, he or she must apply with the proper Filipino authority for a license or permit to engage in such practice. Do the same limitations on former Filipinos to own land in the Philippines apply to those who have reacquired their Philippine citizenship? Having reacquired Filipino citizenship under this act, one is deemed to have reacquired his or her right to own land as a Filipino citizen without prejudice to his or her citizenship in a foreign country. The limitations imposed on former Filipinos no longer applies to him or her. As a Filipino citizen, can one's spouse who is a foreigner live in the Philippines? An immigrant visa may be issued to a Filipino citizen's foreign spouse, which entitles him or her to permanently reside in the Philippines. Said visa may be obtained by applying at Philippine embassies or consulates general. The effectivity of the visa, however, is contingent upon the Filipino citizen's retention of his or her Filipino citizenship. What is the citizenship status of one's children once you reacquire Philippine citizenship? If his or her children are unmarried and below 18 years of age, upon reacquisition of Filipino citizenship, his or her children are recognized as Filipino citizens under Philippine laws and are entitled to the rights and privileges attendant thereto. What is the fee for reacquiring Philippine citizenship? Unlike the previous means of reacquiring citizenship where one must pay a docketing and oath-taking fee, there is no fee involved in reacquiring one's Filipino citizenship under this act, except for the usual notarial and administrative fees prescribed by Philippine embassies and consulates general. The notarial fee for the administration of the Oath of Allegiance for dual citizens is $50. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope everyone is having a great time and I'll see you in my next video.